Hey, GenX, do you guys remember Big Johnson shirts? I don't know what got me to thinking about this the other day, but if you don't know what Big Johnson shirts are, they were a brand of t-shirts back in the early to mid 90s. They were incredibly popular. They featured this cartoon, kind of nerdy, skinny guy that was always surrounded by gorgeous, voluptuous women, and the shirts would feature some kind of fake brand with a very sexually innuendo type saying on it. It would be something like, Big Johnson baseball. You're going to need a long bat and big balls to handle this game. You know, subtle. These shirts were so popular. Everybody wanted them. Everybody wore them. They became so big that they started getting banned in schools because they were considered profane. And if you wore them to school, you'd get in trouble and you get suspension or they'd make you turn the shirt inside out. Well, I always wanted one of these shirts, and I was always afraid to ask my mom because my parents were pretty conservative, and they would never get me anything like that. And the shirt would just have the logo on the chest of the nerdy guy, would just say Big Johnson, and then on the back was where the action was. So one day we were in a store, and I saw one of these shirts, and I ran up to my mom, and I just showed her the front of the shirt. I said, Mom, can I get this t-shirt? And she said, yep. She wasn't really paying attention, and I got the shirt. And the next week, Monday, I wore it to school, and the shirt on the back said, Big Johnson Casino. Liquor up front, poker in the rear. Yeah, subtle. And I had the shirt on for about an hour at school, and the principal saw me, dragged me into his office. He said, you got to take off that shirt. Can't wear it in school. And I said, I don't have any other shirt. I'll turn it inside out. He goes, nope, you can still see it. I'm going to have to call your mom, tell her to bring you a different shirt. And I was like, don't do that. And he goes, nope, tough, got to call her. So he calls my mom. I could hear my mom get angry on the phone. He makes me wait outside. My mom pulls up. She walks out. She's got another t-shirt in her hand. She walks over to me. She hands it to me. She says, when you get home after school, you are in big trouble. He told me about the liquor up front, and that's just disgusting. And I can't believe you convinced me to buy you a shirt like that. She started to walk back to the car, and I said, good thing he didn't tell you about the poker in the rear. Yeah, I was grounded for a month.